You cut me
because
off.
you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. You said they weren't.
This is your fourth source. This was the thing that you thought that was the slam dunk, bro. That this was the thing that was going to prove everything else wrong. I went through three of your other sources. This is the fourth one. I read it, and it says exactly opposite of what you're saying.
You said there were no sources, and I proved you wrong every time.
No, you didn't. Literally, the OIG brief. It literally says the exact opposite.
I proved you wrong every time now. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Okay. I guess you did.
People get hurt.
I guess you did.
Spreading misinformation.
Okay.
I appreciate you not blocking me because I was running my mouth a lot. And I will say, like, I give you credit because, you know, you're a doctor, you went to school for a long time, and, you know, I give you credit for that. You're more smart than I am, so I'll give you credit for that. Yeah, for sure thing. As
a learning exercise, let's go through this. Higher mortality rate in ventilated COVID-19 patients in large sample source. Okay, mortality could be as high as 2/3 among patients with COVID-19 who require ventilation. New data from the United Kingdom's Intensive Care National Audit and Research Center show. Okay.
All right. What is that?
Okay. So I think
people who are already on the brink of dying die because they get sick. I don't understand.
Garrett, dude, I'm so proud of you, bro. I am so proud. How people that were dying were on ventilators, and they would have died quicker if they weren't on the ventilator, right? This is what we know. This is from that paper. Ventilator-assisted pneumonia incidence is high among critically ill COVID patients. So there's a lot of results here. What are the conclusions that this person that is the expert that looked at all the results, what did they find, right? That is what we need to look at. The incidence of VAP, which is, again, the ventilator-associated pneumonia, mainly late onset episodes, is high in COVID-19 patients and associated with an increased risk of death, similar to that observed in other mechanically ventilated patients. We're looking at your sources right now, bro. We're actually reading what you wrote. The reason why you don't know what these are is because you didn't read them. You're wrong on everything, dude. That COVID, that people weren't dying more often in COVID because of their ventilator. They were dying and they needed a ventilator. That's why they were on it. And none of the sources that you linked proved this grand conspiracy that doctors were making money, and that's why they are all going on to ventilators. So you're just wrong, okay?
I don't necessarily believe, like, there's a whole global conspiracy sort of thing, but I just think there's a lot of, like, mismanagement that probably went wrong. Hospitals got $80 million for putting people on ventilators when they didn't need to. I think you said that was incorrect, and I would love to give you the source for it. It's actually a government source if you're interested in looking that up.
The government is paying the hospitals, and the hospitals are now making it so that these physicians are required to use these ventilators when it is not the best course of action. Where are all the physician whistleblowers? Where's all the speeches and the PowerPoints and the presentations by the hospitals mandating the doctors to use ventilators? It doesn't happen. That doesn't work. That's not how it happened, dude.
Do you know what cognitive dissonance is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think you're suffering from any of that? Because I can give you an article that proves everything that you're saying wrong, and you don't want to look it up.
I literally have looked up everything that you linked me, bro.
Yeah, but you won't look up this current one we're currently talking about.
This one, dude, this one.
Exactly, you won't look it up.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, look this up. It's Medicare improperly paid hospitals an estimated $79 million for enrollees who had received mechanical ventilation by HHS/OIG.
This is from the Office of Inspector General from the Department of HHS. Okay, so that right there. For 8 sampled claims, hospitals incorrectly used the procedure code for more than 96 hours of ventilation when enrollees had not received that. So they're getting less ventilation already. That's the problem. The people were getting less ventilation. You're saying that they're getting ventilation out for everyone, and that your own thing is saying that they're getting less than they got charged.
This is just one. This is one source. But the thing is, like, it just shows that they use improper codes.
No. For 9 of the sampled claims, hospitals used incorrect diagnosis codes or incorrectly used a procedure code that was not related to the mechanical ventilation. What you were claiming is that this is a mine, a gold mine that all these hospitals are tapping into and getting infinite
So that
money
doesn't
from.
prove that
And what you're saying is that this isn't what it is at all. So they weren't
I can come
overcharging
back
the
with- this
mechanical
is just
ventilation
something
at
I looked
all.
up
They were
within
using a
5
separate
minutes.
one.
But they still got 79 million misquoted, right?
Bro, but why? But the reason why is because people were actually on ventilators less, which is exactly the opposite of what you were claiming. And 2, this wasn't some infinite money glitch that they are actually using, like charging it for other things other than the ventilation. This is arguing exactly opposite of what you're talking about.
No, it's not, because I even told you that
This is the exact opposite. So this is the conclusion. On the basis of our sample results, we estimated that Medicare improperly paid hospitals $79 million for our audit period. Hospitals confirmed that
This is
they
just
used
one
incorrect
example of them
procedure or
misusing
diagnosis
codes to
codes
get
and
Medicaid
generally
funding.
attributed
But
the
this is just
improper
one source.
billing to incorrect counting of errors that enrollees had received mechanical ventilation or clerical errors. Dude, this is exactly opposite. You realize that, right? You didn't expect me to read this brief, did you? You didn't read this. You linked it and you read the title. Listen to me. You read the title and you assumed because of it because
This proves that there was.
No, it doesn't.
This proves that there was.
No, the exact opposite of what you're talking about.
See, here you go spreading misinformation again. This is the second time you spread misinformation.
No,
Yes,
I'm reading exactly what you're talking about. And
I've read both of the articles.
no, you didn't.
I read the first
you read the
one.
title. You read the title, and you didn't understand what it was.
Yes, I did.